Hello, Glitch Reaper here again, and I am going to be doing some Ars Magica 2 progress, as this may indicate to some people who really know the mod. As for others, that's a whole other story. Thing is, I've got some stuff to do having to do with this book, namely some questing, because I can finally fulfill something, because I got enough of various resources in the Twilight Forest here in my Twilight Forest base to fulfill a few things, so that ought to help. Now, let me see here. Quests. Quests. There we go. Yeah, the thing is, I needed to get the essences, and to do that, I needed to get a few things started up with Ars Magica 2. So whenever I found those pools of liquid Ethereum, that really reminded me it was time to get some stuff done. And it's raining around here, despite the fact I'm not technically fully in that biome. I guess it's just raining. Sometimes that happens. But as you can see, I got a few things set up here. That multi-block is something I will definitely be using later. I don't know if I'll be able to have the oomph to do it now, but I do have some of the things I need. I just don't know if it's everything because of how it works. So yeah, I mean, that's how you do your spellcrafting in Ars Magica 2, and it's kind of a little multi-blockish. In fact, I'm not sure if I may have made this not work because I made it flush with the floor. I'm not sure if it might try counting everything, but I just thought it looked cooler like this whenever the wood actually blended in. So, I hope I didn't mess that up and have to rebuild. There's a lot to Ars Magica 2, other than just the fact I'm going to be refining some essences. But one of the things is this cool little thing. This is an oculus. To make an oculus... Oh, well, actually, I can look in the book. Okay. I can do it in book this time. Oculus. You can see it takes a few stone bricks, some glass, some coal, oddly enough, and some blue topaz, which is something you can mine up a lot as long as you have the mod. Now, the thing is that you use this to get all your skill points to work out. And you will be getting them in more than one way. Like, I've managed to find myself a few, what they call infinity orbs. And they're these little things, and you click on them and you get skill points. You can also get them by skill points by leveling up, defeating, well, you know, by leveling up and getting the orbs and stuff. You can get the orbs by defeating bosses in addition to finding them in dungeons. I got myself an inscription table here. This is what you use to kind of start designing spells. Okay, inscription table, yeah. As you can see, it requires some slabs, some full planks, torch, spell parchment, and paper. Now, spell parchment itself is also easy to make. I'll go over that in a second, but basically you choose what you want in your spell there. So, it's one of those things where you kind of do your research in here in a way. Like, you put like a book and quill here, and you like drag and drop various elements of what you'd like your spell to be into these little slots, and you can like name it and stuff. And I've got a few already kind of prepared, but I'd also like to see if I can make one up on the spot, and if I have enough. Well, I do have some leather over here, so I should be able to make a book if I need to. I think I have some sugar cane for paper. Oh, I have spare paper too. I'm good. In fact, I have a lot of paper and books. I've got a lot of stuff right now, and this isn't even my main base. Okay, but let me see here. I've got one blue point, one red point, and one green point remaining. What that means is I can move along these paths to various things that I haven't learned yet to learn them. And it's split mainly between offense, defense, utility, and there's also this affinity thing here. I'm not sure if that's how I get my other skills, is that I have to pick an affinity first. I mean, I could, but I don't think it will, like, make, like, other skill points happen. I think I unlock them in other ways. But anyhow, I'd like to unlock a few different things. Let me see. That's, yeah. I want to unlock, let me see, do I have to do a skill point for that separately? This is whenever having limited spell points is, or research points is tricky. Because you might have issues. I think I'll want this for whenever I use dig spells. Because if I can apply this, then I can silk touch things as an added bonus. Okay, so now I'm out 1 blue point, which seems to count weirdly. Mining power, I don't think I need that fully at this time, but maybe later. Up, I can't learn leap or regeneration now. Okay. That was the one point that I had to really get anything to learn, apparently. Well, maybe I could choose an affinity. This one has a lot of special abilities. Expand lungs, fluidity, intermittent propellant, fire weakness, green thorns, aura, photosynthesis, rooted. I might go for affinity here. It's not selecting it, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just that as I do the spells over time, it's just telling me what I'll get whenever I do those particular options. I guess I can't make my affinity stronger right now. I'd need a special book for that or to actually cast spells, so that's not going to happen. So I just learned the one thing, apparently. And that's going to help. But let me see here. What do I got in my spells I've already kind of... I haven't really got them per se. I've just kind of... I mean, I had them written in there, like I said, but... they haven't been really made into spells. They're just kind of recipes for spells, the way the system works. It was saying projectile, dig. I'm going to need all these things to be able to create this. So if you haven't seen AM2 before, whenever I get to the process, it'll be kind of an interesting experience. Any breakdown earth? I might be able to do this, because I know I can make blank runes. I have some Vintium dust remaining. Arrows I have plenty of. Snowballs might be tricky. But I know how to get them. See, orange rune, I can get that fairly easily. Iron shovel, iron pickaxe, spell parchment. I can get a lot of that stuff, I just don't have it all on me right now. So, that's a possibility. However, if I wanted to make an alternate version of this for, like, moments where I wanted to silk touch something, instead of, like, firing a... like, the way that one will work, whenever I get it ready, is I'll fire a little projectile ball, and it'll take out blocks and dig them for me. But the thing is that if I hit something really special, like, oh, say, grass block, as opposed to regular dirt, then what'll happen... well, that's barren dirt, bad example. But the thing is, what'll happen is, if I hit this, it'll just turn into dirt, like normal, like you dig it with your hands. But if I were to have the feather touch ability that I just learned, then I will be able to silk touch it, so I'll be able to get actual grass block. Now, let me see here. Do I have... no, this isn't my thing for, like, mob drops. Okay. Feather. Ink sac. Spare book. Because it does need to be a book and quill. So this part of the process is a little specific. Okay, so let me do this part here. And before I get to the essences, I'd like to show designing a spell. Okay, touch, projectile, self. These are things that I've unlocked inside the inside this. So if I wanted to silk touch something, let's see, I could even... well, I could still do projectile, because projectile would be kind of a good idea. And let me see, I do it with dig. Oh yeah, I cluster them all in the same spot, that's right. Is it not... trying to... why is it not grouping that? Oh, well, I need this here. Why is it... oh, it's saying it's unfinished. I need to do that again. Darn. I forgot I couldn't... I had to take it out at last. Why is this not... clinging? Because it should be able to have projectile and dig. But I have touch that I can use. I think I can touch and dig. Why is it not working? Do I have to put it down here? I'm trying to remember how this system works. It's been a while. Yeah, I could flip that around. I do have some extra stuff. That was gonna be my grab and go, but I could put this here, get another book. So it's been a while since I've tried anything with this. Like a long time. I think it goes in, yeah, that's the subsection I use. Well, I could make it have the ability to do damage and silk touch blocks. That would be kind of interesting. Can I afford that many? Force damage. Okay, okay. That could be nice and multi-use. But at the same time, I don't think I need to worry about that, so I'll leave that there and just be like my special, for delicate uses thing. Luckily, I have a bit more of these. Just hope I have enough, because otherwise things could be a little side trippy. Because I need to get some other stuff done for my essences later, and I don't want to overrun my resources. Okay, so let me put this in here. Okay, so let me see here. What do you do for something that's got a silk touch quality, but it's projectile at the same time? It's kind of a bit contradictory. I mean, I could, see soft blast, roof blast. Nah. Yeah, see. Well. Silk grab? No. Having a naming issue right now. Usually I don't have that problem. I'm sorry. No. Ah. I think I got one. Silken orb, because it's a projectile. It's gonna be like a projectile, like a little orb thing. So yeah, silken orb. Okay, let's see how much this will require. Those. Yeah. Also require some chimerites and some other stuff. So it'll be a bit more involved later, but I think I'll keep this on reserve for whenever I start actually spellcrafting. So I'll put this over here. That's one I've got that's already going to be like a projectile that actually attacks. So I think I can separate them out so I can keep them where I know where they are. So yeah, so we'll see if I can get to that, or if I have to like quest around, because I know I've got stuff in various places, like back in my main village, but do I have them all here? I don't entirely think so. So that's a pretty good question. Now, let me see here about those essences. Okay, it's stuck on that. Okay, here we go. Items I need to do essences. I need to create earth essence, but that'll be dirt, obsidian, and a couple of stone with arcane ash. I wonder, does it accept barren dirt? Because if so, I wouldn't mind getting rid of this thing in favor of regular dirt. So, because let me see here. If I were to, say, shave a piece of this off, seed, then I'll have regular dirt. Of course, I can get rid of that. Make that seal up the hole, so I don't have to worry about it. That'll grow. Now I'll need obsidian. I have a bucket of lava, so that'll take care of that. Okay, so I got the lava. And I can use this to create obsidian. I just need regular water, because I'd rather not go through my Ethereum for this. Because I do have some nice pools nearby. Hello. Deer. 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 Oh dear. Not too much of a problem, but still, deer. Is there a pool of... okay, there's an actual lake I need. Okay, here's a lake because I need to pour this in, get myself some obsidian, and I'll be fine. Because I do have a pick that can actually break it, and break it decently quickly. There we go. So the obsidian is ready. Yep, left in. Forgot about that. Okay, so I'm going to be able to hop over here. I got my obsidian. Stone should be easy because, well, I'm in an area that's surrounded by some decently sized hills. I don't think I have any left over from my last major crafting, so I'll need to grab just a little bit more. And I may cook up some other things at the same time because I'll have the opportunity. Also, if I have more of this, I'll be able to do some other things later on, because a lot of magic mods use, like, straight up stone as part of their crafting. So it's kind of a good idea to have a little bit extra. I have a little bit on me right now, but I want more just in case. Because I'm not sure how that's going to go. Okay, deer, deer, deer. Tweeting birds. It's just pretty peaceful in this part of the Twilight Forest. I mean, it really is. And why won't you grow? Seriously, those things take a while. I mean, witchwood sapling, I know it's been there for a while, but I don't even remember how long it's been. It's been that long, seriously. Okay, so that's going to be there. I'm going to need to grab most of my arcane ash for this, because I know I'm going to be making 4 essences, and they each take 1. And each arcane ash is the arcane compound that's been smelted, 2 redstone, 2 glowstone, 2 regular stone, and 2 netherrack. So, hence my my thing earlier. Okay, I need to... Oops, I was trying to go up when I really needed to consult my book. Okay, essences, air, 2 feathers, 2 tarma root, and 1 arcane ash. I think I have 2 tarma root. The arcane ash already ready. Okay, next step. Need to make sure I have... Oh wait, the feathers are over here. I'll have like 1 feather left. That's classically risky. Okay, fire. 2 blaze powder, 2 coal. I obviously have the coal on me. I'll only have... See, I found these as treasure here in the Twilight Forest. There's some structures that have them in loot. So, yeah. However, I really want to find myself a dark tower. I know where one is. I just need to go up. And because they tend to have blaze spawners in them as if they were nether fortresses, so it's very, very handy. And just making sure I've actually... Oh, I haven't scanned that yet. Do you scan? Oh, you do. Nice. Sometimes they don't, so I need to make sure. That reminds me, I need to make my beautiful weapon at some point. Okay. Let me see here. I need to also create a... Let me see. Water essence. I need 2 buckets of water. Wake blooms. I have some wake blooms in here. Just 2, apparently. I need to empty a... Well, I'll need to use this bucket anyhow, so... That should be fine. Now, let me see. Can I... I'll quick store this, because I know that these count as source blocks. But whenever you scoop it up, it doesn't, like, recreate itself like water. So I need to put another one here, and there it counts as a source block. So that stores that up, and now I have 2 buckets I can use for water. Problem is, it's going to make it really even, so I'm going to have to get a little space. Not much. I'll just throw my sticks in here. Barren dirt. I have some regular dirt, so I think I'll go ahead and try that. But I'm too curious. I want to make sure if I can get rid of this barren dirt because it's basically not really good quality dirt since it doesn't really grow much. So yeah, I'll need to do something about that dirt. Okay, so I'm gonna grab myself some water over here, and I think that'll be the last of the essences that I actually need because after that it's well, just those 4 in terms of the quest. I'll need essences again if I need to do some magic where I need to actually use them. Yeah, that usually happens whenever you're doing spellcrafting, but there are some spells that, if you use their effects, it will require the essence kind of as a special reagent or material sacrifice to make the spell powerful. So, but that's usually only if you like empower your spells rather than go by the default strength. So whenever you're leveling up and it becomes stronger, remember that you don't have to empower your spells off the bat, and it tends to make them more expensive. And because if you do, it will make it trickier to cast, and you'll probably get the same strength of power later anyhow. So you probably don't want to rush into saying, oh, I want this like stronger right now, because if you do that, you might just have issues later. So just a thought. Okay, now I have a lot of what I need now. Because I have a lot of things. Well, I need to turn this into blaze powder first. Okay, so I should be able to refine some essence now. Well, to be perfectly fair, I also need one of the buckets down there of essence. Speaking of which, because if I do that... Oh, wait. I don't. I just remembered. I have it stockpiled in here. I just need to bucket it out, so I'll be fine. What am I thinking? I don't need to use my actual buckets. Okay, now that I really need to get to at some point. I mean, my armor really needs a nice upgrade, and I think it's getting ready for it. But if I didn't show the essence refiner recipe earlier, the refiner itself is it doesn't have it under that. Okay. The essence refiner itself is fairly easy. It's apparently bamboo counts as planks. But anyhow, planks, obsidian, arcane ash, and diamond. So moderately easy, to be perfectly fair. The obelisk that I'm about to use for power and how it works is some stone, chiseled stone, and ventium dust, which, remember, you have to mine that stuff up usually. But there is another way to get it, and I might run into that while I'm doing this. You can use this obelisk in various ways, and there's rituals you can use to transform it into different states. So, here's the refiner. Here's the obelisk, and to connect them up, you need this crystal wrench because it is about energy flow. Like there's nothing directly connecting them. That's because you have to use this thing. It's all about wireless power here. It's a few iron ingots, a ventium dust, and a couple of very special flowers for some reason. I mean, it's a crystal wrench. Why do you need flowers? I don't get that part. But anyhow, we need a desert nova, which you can only find in deserts, and the cereal blossom, which you find in various locations. Just keep an eye out for them. Now, I don't know if it has to be active for me to connect, so let me... Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. I just used sneak click, so yeah, they're connected. So what'll happen is I put a bucket of liquid Ethereum in here, and then anything it's directly connected to will obtain power, but it has to be short range unless you have to use special relays. So it's best to have a lot of your stuff in a tight cluster, unless obviously you have too many machines going on, or Magitech machines, because this is a magical mod. It's not like, it's not industrial, but it still is kind of like machines. I mean, they're blocks with special functions that operate in certain ways, so yeah. So, let me see here. I will go back to my essences, because I need to figure out which ones I want to do first. I think I will go in order. So, air, stone, dirt, obsidian, arcane ash. Okay, let me... Now, might I add, these are not NEI/JEI compatible right now, or ever. So, for some odd reason, you always have to look in the book. Okay, it's not saying that it's going to do it per se. Because there's like no preview thing, but I'm going to try it out anyhow, because I really want to use up this barren dirt. Hopefully it's considering that War Dictionary compatible. No, it's not engaging. I think... Well, I need to give it some essence first. So, yeah, I need to give it some essence first, so that it actually activates. I guess I will use a bucket anyhow, because the thing is, once you start it going, you might lose power if you don't, so yeah, okay. No, it's not accepting it. Doesn't have like a go thing, so I suppose I'm going to have to risk losing a little power and get myself some regular dirt. Won't accept barren dirt. That's kind of disappointing, because I would really like to get rid of that, and it would be nice if it actually had a purpose. Oh, I can't shift click that in. Is it not working? Do I have to use a redstone thing to do this? I got them paired. Why are you not working? Now I got Ethereum in there. Yes, blue to purple from red ring means it's insufficient, but it's connected. I did connect these things. Did it not? Oh, it didn't render it. Okay. Well, whatever. In that case, I'll do another one. Well, yeah, whatever. Let's see, air I think would be next, so... I need more here. Luckily, I have a bucket and stuff, so... Yoink. Yeah, this one that actually works out. Oh, that did it fast that time. So, thank you. Okay, I think I remember the next one being... Whoa, Skeleton, where are you? Do I need to shoot you? I heard that. Okay, I think I remember the next one being... Coal... Blaze powder... Arcane ash for fire... Still burning that down, so it has time. I think this little graphic thing here shows me that it's working. On the side, it's just not moving. Yeah, for some odd reason there's a graphic problem. I know that's got to be the case. Like, period. I mean, it's the only explanation I can think of. That it's working, but it's not showing it right. It does take a little bit of time, so I could see that graphic thing being a little annoying. In a way, this is where hollow inventory actually comes in really handy, because if I look away and look at it, I can see when it actually transitions. Yeah, there it goes. And you get your buckets back. That's nice to know. I can finally turn in this quest. It's kind of been a long time coming. But I got a little distracted with Twilight Forest. But hey, for good reason. And part of it was, in fact, questing through to find an alternate way to get some of this stuff, since normally I would have went through the nether. So, yeah. Okay, it says that I am ready. I can claim reward. I will take a crystal ball. That doesn't work because I updated the pack. Nice. A journey into mystery. I need crystals from Mistcraft. Okay. Wow, I get a lot of rewards. I'm gonna have to make sure I have an open inventory for this one. because I get it's like several of the Thaumcraft tools here. I get a Hoe of Growth, Shovel of the Earth Mover, Pickaxe of the Core, Axe of the Stream, a Full Heart. I also get a nice decoration, either a telephone that's classy or a world globe. Don't know why they include the telephone because this is a medieval pack. That telephone seems a little modern. So, just saying. Okay, so what's my progress on this? 36%. So I'm gonna have a lot more on that one over time. Mistcraft is very different to get into, but it is pretty cool. Oh, and I do keep my essences that was not turned in, so that's nice to know. I'll actually be able to use them later, especially if I need to create the better armor. So, here, where's Earth? There, Earth, Fire, Water, restack buckets, crystal ball. I'm gonna put that in with these Vita for right now because it still actually says invalid item. That's actually kind of funny. I may frame that just cause. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Okay, so yeah, that was funny. That was in fact funny. Okay, so yeah, that happened. Okay, I can make my big honkin' weapon now. That would be nice. Okay, you can actually use an uncrafting table as an actual crafting table, just saying. It doesn't always have to uncraft things. So, block of night metal. I need the night metal loop. And I get these three here. I get the block and chain. This thing is pretty cool. I've been wanting to use this for a while now. I gotta be careful with it though, because this thing has the habit of breaking blocks. And that can be very apparent. Like, if I want to, say, literally smash my way in over here. I mean, this is a hollow hill, and I think I've been to this one before. Like, a while ago. Like, I think this is my first hollow hill. But check out what happens. Yeah, this thing acts as an area wrecking machine. Fast. Like, really quick. Oh, look. Ventium. And it also allows you to seriously slam enemies. Amber bearing stuff. Oh, it does have a mining level. But apparently I just didn't hit it right the first time, so it's okay. Yeah, this is fun. This is why I wanted this so much, is the ability to smash things, and it'll always come back to you, so it's kind of a mid-range thing. Wait, is those live roots? Those are live roots. Can I... Bounces off the ground a bit more. Okay, it's not working very well with the live roots. But otherwise fine. Okay, harvest X. So that'll get me some more live root stuff. I need to test out that old rumor about if certain things work out with the Twilight Forest. Like, growing a Twilight Forest tree in the Twilight Forest itself has a special effect of actually growing more of those. I could even probably do it, like, on top of this. Like, put a little of the dirt on top and then grow it through and see if that works. Because it sounds like a thing to check out. Meanwhile, just because I happen to be mining around here, I might as well put on a little extra light. Because I did kind of darken the place up with that one. So, yeah. Bird. I have no concern for the bird, because the bird is the word, so I don't have to do anything about the bird. The bird is good. Yeah, let me see. Can I repair this? Quick test with the advanced repair kit. Yes, I can. Nice. Oh, this thing doesn't level up under the system. Yeah, that could be a little bit of a thing. It actually counts as a tool, so it's one of the few things in Twilight Forest that actually scans. That's nice to know. So,